Good afternoon and welcome to Shedex FM. You're welcome to the special interview session with the Vice President OBAOSA, that is Obalaju High School. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today, what are we looking at? We're looking at the inauguration and fundraising program coming up on December 6th, 2025. My name is Damilola Adekunle. Join me as we welcome Mr. Bolaji. Thank you so much for joining us on the
Thank you,
program.
Damilola.
So, before we get into the program, I want you to do a brief introduction of your role as a vice president of OBAOSA and also what OBAOSA entails.
Thank you very much, Damilola. My name is Bola George, Vice President of Obalaju Old Student Association, codenamed as OBAOSA.
OBAOSA.
Yes, the association is born by the necessity that when the old student felt like we should do a kind of give back to society where, institution that has produced generals, commissioner of police, we have doctors, we have professors, and we have this one, which we need to come together and give back to
the
community.
Okay, that's great. That's a good details about the program. Let's talk about the coming event. Can you tell us about the coming event, what we need to know about the event, and why we need to attend the event?
Okay. As I told you, that giving back to the community is the essence of the event. When we take the records of what is lacking in that school, we just the old student now felt that we should come together, raise fund, and be able to fix all those things that will make the student, enjoy their studies and even to give back to the community, because some people conceived that idea of forming Obalaju High School. The like of Professor B. Afoja, their children were never at that school. They never having in the mind that their own children is going to go to that school. But they conceived that idea. But that idea not to die. Not that the people that are funding this thing, their own children is still there. So for that idea not to die, that's why we put ourselves together. And as a vice president of the association, I'm the chairman, fundraising, and the planning committee. And that's why it rests on me to go out and make sure that we tell people that, come, we need to do this thing. And there's no other time than now.
Okay, thank you so much. For how long has OBAOSA been in existence?
Yes, it has been in existence over 10 years.
10 years.
That we started, by a few, old students. They just came together and started, okay, how do we do it? They started. But unfortunately, when they started, the era of COVID-19, came that made the executive at that time not to be able to do much because of the COVID-19. But shortly after that, this thing picked up and we had an election. We have a new set of executive that are now driving the process now.
Okay, thank you so much. You've actually answered my question. I was going to ask that if it has been in existence for 10 years, why are you doing the inauguration and fundraising now?
Yes, all along, though I was part of the past executive as well, the association has done a lot of things to the school too. You understand what I'm saying? In terms of, giving the school the furniture. We are the one time we've done the furniture. The one time we've renovated a lot of things in that school. And even this last September, some of us to, organize what we call a summer coaching for SS2 and SS3 students.
Yes.
That took a lot, time, and people were, students were put together, and we did that for them. We mentored them, we talked to them. If people like us who happen to be an indigene of this place, we pass through this school, and where we are today, them too, they can be better person tomorrow. That's what
gradual process. So thank you so much for explaining that. I want us to look at, fine, after raising the fund, what next? So how will donors be updated about the fundraising? Would there be reports, pictures, financial breakdowns, or progress updates? How do I know that? Okay, after raising the fund, how do we get updated?
Yes, thank you very much. I said earlier that the past executive, though the COVID-19 didn't make Not that they were not, performing, not that we were not performing at that time. Accountability was the watchword of the then president. And that was the baton. That was the baton he handed over to this present executive. And that is the few people that have been contributing financially. They have the confidence of this crop of executive that is transiting from the immediate past to this present one. They believe that whatever they put into them. And amongst the executive, we have professionals, not just executive. We have a chartered accountant, we have an auditor, we have a estate manager, we have all of them. So when it comes to accountability, somebody who is an chartered accountant and is a treasurer, how would money pass without? So if we raise the money, the arrangement is we are going to have a project committees. Among the list of what is required to be done in the school, which are pressing, then the project committee will look into it, will now appraise it based on the requirement. And the fund at every year, that's what we call AGM. Definitely there will be an accountability at that point. Then the executive would now come and brief the house. At the fundraising, we had 100 billion. This is 100 billion. We are able to do it, use this for this. We are able to do so. And the evidence will be there for anybody.
Okay, so I understand you, but if I'm to get you correctly, what you're saying is by the end of the project that we know. I'm talking about the process. Would that be taking along during the process? When they are getting this, are they aware that they are getting this? Or it's going to be at the end of the project being executed?
Yes. One, I said there's going to be a project committee.
Yes, you mentioned.
When there's a project committee, the project committee will be given a daily or periodic report to the executive. Definitely the executive will be part of the project committee.
So how will the executive relate to the donors?
The donors, one, we have their contact. We have the contact of the donors. Definitely we can relate to them. Great. So, it's possible that one of the donors can say, I want to give you this and that. Definitely we'll be updating the donor that, this you said you want to do, this is where we are now, and this is where we are going next, and where we are going next. So that is in place.
Thank you very much for answering that. Now, we want to do inauguration and fundraising. I want to ask you now, have you successfully executed project OBAOSA as a community on its own? And how many projects has the body executed successfully?
Yes, I mentioned it during the introduction.
You mentioned one.
Yes, I mentioned one, that refurbishment of a desk and locker. That was done. We talked about successfully. We've talked about core members that are there, that we are giving them an allowance every month, and the one is still ongoing. You understand what I'm saying? And I did mention to you that September we had a coaching, holiday coaching, which was about 6 weeks. We did that, and the children, where they were there, we do give them snacks, even where they are there. We give them snacks, and the last day, we did educational materials, notebooks, biro, and school bags, and all those kinds we give to them. And before then, each time they want to do prize giving day, we do give them textbooks.
That's great.
We give them textbooks. We see all those things. We have been doing them based on the resources available. But at this time around, the association want to do more. And in doing more, we require more funds.
Thank you so much. Now, I want to ask you a question. Have you visited the school recently?
Yes, I have. I was there today.
So how would you, I want you to describe this honestly, the state of things at the school, so that everyone watching can know that this is the state and this is why we have to donate.
Wow. It is, I don't know how to describe it, because if people like us, who were students in that place in 1985, want to compare what is their place, it's an eyesore. Going from the road, that one is outside what we can do, but that's not out of place that some of us who are close to government cannot capable to do that and upgrade the road to get to the school. In terms of structure, they have facilities. Some times ago, some indigene of Joga, together with old student association, we proposed moving that school, to relocate that school. But when the government visited and they saw the type of facility in terms of structure, that's structure. You talk about when you talk about laboratory equipment in Yewa here, they are ranked amongst other school that they have that kind of a facility there.
Yes,
So they now feel that it is not proper for them to move to relocate that school. Now it's not proper. What are we now looking at? To make that place conducive for children to learn.
Okay, thank you so much. Because of our time is fast spent. I want to talk about accountability once again.
Okay.
Now, personal,
Okay.
as a vice president
Okay.
of OBAOSA.
Yes.
What role are you playing in this program personally to ensure integrity throughout the project?
Wow, integrity.
Yes.
Yes, I see
And
this.
as well as the president as well, because I know you're working as a team.
Yes, my president is aware of why I'm here. That's working as a team. I've took a permission before I can do this kind of a thing.
Yes.
But we personally, the president has ordered me that this is a project that he wants me to drive. In all standards, I've been here for the past 1 week to make sure that things go on the normal way. I came with, in fact, it's like an automation. In my house, I have my printer, I have my everything that I can make this job, this project go on very well. And I'm not expecting anything than success.
Okay, thank you so much. At the end of the fundraising and inauguration, we're able to get the target, which is 25 million naira.
Yes.
What should be, I want us to go to the end product. What should we be expecting in Obalajo High School?
What should we expect? By the time we finish what we want to do in that school, majority of school around here will want to move their children to parents to Obalajo because we are going to make sure that Obalajo will return to the standard. I remember in those days when they are doing literary and beating competition, it's Obalajo here and any other school in Yewa, not even only Yewa North, in all the Ogun West.
Oh, that's great.
You know what I'm saying? So we want to bring that glory back. You know what I'm saying? I know some of the people who are representing the school then, when they heard Damola Adewumi, Obalajo High School against Nazareth High School in Meko, all those kind of things. That is what we hear. And that's what it propels us, and that's what we want to bring back to the school.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So is there anything you want to say to the people before we wrap up the show?
Please, vote everybody that we have extend our invitation to. We want to assure you that a penny that you give to us will be well spent and you are going to get value for your money. And for the members that you are still dilly-dallying, you don't want to, I'm telling you sincerely, this a trial gift to us is going to
today. That means you have to be live. You have to come to the inauguration and fundraising event of Obalajo High School. Am I correct?
You are
organized
correct,
by OBAOSA. Thank you so much to you guys. And once again, thank you so much, Vice President.
Thank you.
It's indeed an honor to have you here. Thank you very much.
I'm happy to be here too.
And that's where we headed for today. My name is Damilola Adekunle. Thank you very much.